What's up, Internet? Welcome to Death Battle Cast, your one and only podcast for getting into the minds of the men behind Death Battle. I'm Sean Hines, your host today. Joining me is...
Dick.
I'm Nick. I haven't been here in forever.
It's true.
He doesn't even work on it anymore.
Hey, but we'll go into that in a minute. Go ahead.
I'm Noel, and I have a kick-ass shirt.
You do have a kick-ass shirt, Noel.
Check out that kick-ass shirt. This is Chewy, by the way.
Our shirts are equally
Sam,
kick-ass.
get your knee out of the way. Get your knee out of the way.
Yeah, all right. So we got a lot of things going on in the set.
this
First of all, you might notice Chewbacca Jr. He was a gift from our lovely intern Genevieve to the office for spending the summer with us. So
Thank you, Genevieve.
Thank you, Genevieve. You may also notice these sweet Death Battle pop shirts. We're calling them the pop shirts.
Ow! Was that appropriate?
If you want to get your own pop shirt, they're available on the store right now. Go to store.roosterteeth.com. Buy it, the comic pop art tee. But I just like pop shirt. And I think you all look lovely in it.
Thank you.
It's a nice shirt.
Sean, you have a great
It's got
shirt.
letters.
Oh, thank you. You have an excellent shirt as
Thank
well.
you. I appreciate it.
And you might also notice that I'm not Ben. And you're not Chad. And there is no
Oh,
Torian.
wow.
What is happening?
They're actually at an event right now. It's been a while for us. But we're out at MetroCon this weekend. So if you're in Florida and you're not watching this show right now.
Or, you know, running away from meth heads or something.
Yep.
Florida
Go to
gets buck
MetroCon.
wild, man. It's the craziest
buck
place
wild.
in America, no doubt.
Meth
Torian
heads or
already
the
got cat
elderly.
hair.
What about,
Yeah.
like,
The
meth head
elderly
alligators?
methods?
What if, like, alligators dig drugs?
You think there
don't
isn't
think they
someone in
don't do
Florida fucking
I hope
feeding
they
a gator meth? Like, I guarantee you there's a meth gator out there. Like, that's the beauty of the world. Gators on meth is probably a real life scenario.
I feel like they would
Anything's
really be,
possible.
like, the only gators that I would accept being around. Like, you'd have to
Is
be
the
on
meth gator?
Yeah, because I feel like a regular gator would probably try to eat me, but a meth head gator would probably just talk to you about some random stuff.
He would at least
Just
have
in there,
less
bop,
teeth.
bop, bop, bop.
He would have less teeth.
Yeah,
so it would be
right?
more challenging for him to eat you.
Yeah.
So.
If you slowly feed the gators meth, you take away their teeth, which makes them less dangerous. This is a solid plan.
Yes.
then
okay.
Playing the
come
long
back.
game?
It's kind of like
you-
what the
what if you keep
CIA
giving 'em
did
meth?
to African Americans.
Oh my God.
All right, all right. So anyways,
But with
we do this
Gecko,
thing called a community death battle. This week's
with
community death
gators.
battle is for the angriest being in the universe between Broly from Dragon Ball or Asura from Asura's Wrath. So get in the chat, vote on the community death battle, or become a first member.
Do
You get
that.
a 7-day free trial today to vote. So
Well, actually, if you're watching live, you're already.
you already are a first member, but you know
Yeah.
this is for posts. You know, it's for the guys in the archive. All right.
Sit up, Chewy.
For the
So, yeah.
YouTubers.
Broly, Asura, it's going down.
They both have so many muscles.
And they yell a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, Asura has more muscles because he has more arms. He has-
Yeah, if you
Ooh,
went
very
off
true.
of either of their bodies, you would fail A and P.
Are we talking about
That's not how they
quantity of the
actually
muscles
work.
or quality of the muscles? Because Broly might
he might be him on quality.
have him
They're-
outmatched there.
Broly's
quite
looks
large.
like they're tearing. Like, his,
Yeah.
it looks like it's painful just being Broly. Like his skin is about to rip.
Like he was a normal dude, but they put an Incredible Hulk inside of him. and
Yeah.
It's just kind of split.
yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
Like his shirts complain if he wears them, and so he just doesn't wear shirts at all.
But not
Look
your
there.
shirt, Noel.
We get to see the.
oh yeah,
No, your
he
shirt
would.
looks
He would.
great.
So you're saying Broly would probably wear a Death Battle shirt
I think Broly would.
that he could
absolutely
find
wear
at
that
store.
I don't think we have any of his
.com.
size,
might.
but maybe.
You never know. You have to go to the store to find out.
How do you? His shirt's just like a triangle. Like,
It would just be.
No
it
one
ends
would-
at a toothpick, basically.
yeah. It would have to be the stretchiest fabric ever to get over his shoulders and then be cinched at his waist. Like,
For
he
his
has to
whole,
wear
just one
zip-ups.
arm to fit through.
Yeah, it's
Be
not.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's probably why he yells a lot, because he just can't wear shirts.
You just can't wear t-shirts.
No,
He's
like
just
that's-
so upset with.
That
the
sounds like a
universe.
problem. It really does.
Legit.
Well, then you got Asura, who's like, you want to talk about being a minority statistic, the four-armed demographic? How do they wear shirts?
Oh, like how do they
supposed
get
to do
him
it?
through the shirt?
Yeah, well, they only
have to
make
cut. After-
shirts for
yeah.
the two-armed crowd.
Oh, gotcha.
You know?
When you said forearm, I just thought you meant like, I was like, oh, he's got like a Popeye
Four-armed.
situation where like
No,
his forearms.
He's got 4 arms.
He's got forearms.
The only
Got
shirt
it.
And
he
he's
could
got
wear.
four arms.
Maybe he could find like a shirt for quadriplegic spiders because they still have 4.
But like giant spiders.
Yeah, giant, obvious. like
Yes,
they can
giant
have.
quadruped
I would recommend him
spiders.
to go to the store that Goro would go to, but he doesn't wear shirts as well.
It's the same
There is a
problem
trend.
in Goro's world.
Yeah.
It's just how it
Hashtag
goes.
justice for the forearm.
That's right. Yes, justice for the forearms.
There we go.
There you
Let's get that trending.
Anyway,
All right.
so what are we supposed to talk about?
This is a show about Death Battle. We're supposed to talk about Death Battle. We got a little preview for you all. This is the upcoming Death Battle. It's Afro Samurai versus Jack. Or Jack versus Afro Samurai, I guess, if we're going on the order.
Either way, it's those two
For the
people.
dyslexics.
For the
Take the first
dyslexic.
one.
Yep. You guys want to roll that beautiful beam footage?
Your sword smells of blood.
So does yours.
That's right. So July 23rd, July 25th. Check it out on our respective platforms.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I've seen it like
Luis is killing it.
30 times now, and it's still dope.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I always feel bad. Like Jack always loses his hat. Like he's stopped wearing them
He's
hats.
bound to
man.
lose the hat.
So you guys are both
Yeah.
working on this episode.
Yes, we are.
We did. We've been done for, well, you're not. You're still editing, I guess.
No, it's
you
done.
You had the final
it's done.
export
Chewy
now.
helped me out, so it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We're
Chewy's
good, we're
working?
good.
Man,
Yeah.
Genevieve did real good if now we got Chewy on the payroll too.
Is that,
Not even
Roar?
pick up on the mic.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. That
Yeah,
thing
he's
had
got a
a
little
button in
thing,
his
yeah.
hand?
Yeah, he just kind of helps me out.
It's really
Was
soft.
he drinking water? Was that a dog drinking water? Okay,
Yeah, that sounds normal.
yeah, yeah.
So what's that
Classic
been like?
Chewy.
Because one of the things that we always have as a challenge, I think, when writing for Death Battle specifically and editing as well, is just some of these characters are like 40, 50 years, but I feel like both Afro and Jack, in their own way, have a very succinct timeline worth of content. Like they're both pretty much just shows. I know Afro has a movie. Jack hasn't had a movie yet, right?
No, but he has had like a comic and stuff like that.
Oh,
did
okay,
he?
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, some of them are kind of like, there's one particular comic where it's just kind of like goes in alternate timelines. So like in one particular like comic, he's Aku is still in charge of everything, but Jack is just a regular guy working like a little desk job. So I mean, it doesn't really amount to anything, and Jack ultimately hates his life. But then he even has like a wife and kid and all that stuff. It's really weird. So
So it's like alternate universe.
Alternate
stuff, like
universe,
If
yeah.
if Jack didn't take up the sword.
exactly. Yeah.
When did that comic come out? I didn't know this existed.
Chewy, what you think? Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds
Which you
Cool, got it.
and I guess with Afro, kind of they don't have any comics or anything like that. Is there manga?
No, yeah, there's manga. Yeah,
Manga,
there's
movies,
no American
games.
comics, but there's mangas. Maybe a PS2 game.
I
maybe it was
remember.
PS3.
I remember the PS. It was
PS3.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about this last week. It's like much different working on two franchises that aren't insanely large. Like
Sure.
there's like, oh, here's all the stuff. Like you can actually gather it up on like one hard drive easily and be like, have it all,
Feel good about like I got everything at least. So let's just now parse through it instead of being.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When is that
Especially
one
for
thing in
Jack,
the
because it
sequel?
officially ended. So like that felt good to be able to go, oh yeah, this is everything that we have without having to, do a death battle and then next season 6 comes out or something like that. So.
Right. So with the Afro preview coming out, like, was there anything about Afro that y'all learned that, obviously without spoiling too much of the fight or anything, surprised you?
He smokes, questionable
Questionable health choice there.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it grows from the ground, I assume. So it must be good, right?
Yeah, that really didn't surprise me at all. Not really. Like, I mean, he's exactly what you get in a character. It's like it's Afro Samurai. If you weren't expecting the show that they delivered, I don't know what the fuck you were looking
Which show
for.
you came
Like,
to
yeah,
that
it was So
If you like Samuel Jackson and you like Wu-Tang, then Wu-Tang for the kids.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
it's pretty good.
Though it is ultra violent.
Yeah.
I wouldn't exactly say it's for the kids.
It's hella violent. Yeah.
Plus the movie, if I remember right, had
Oh, there's some
a lot
titties.
of, a lot of
There's
movies
some
in that
titties.
movie.
Yeah,
They're like,
they're all over the place.
oh, get the
They're
cinematic
literally
R
fucking in
rating,
the street
so-
at
They're
one point.
abundant.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, they got some of that going on. Yep.
Yep. Cool. Well, we got a question for y'all.
Yes.
It's
I got
from,
an answer, maybe.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know. Ryan McLaughlin asks, why Jack versus Afro and not Kenshin Himura?
That was what it was gonna be originally, and I can't remember what made us change it to Afro.
I think, and this might be me speculating on conversations that we've had a while ago, but like part of it is Kenshin's ambitions for the majority of his character arc is to not. do
Yeah.
this. Like the Samurai X OVAs and
Yeah.
stuff explain where he comes from, but he's trying to like lay low, not
Yeah.
kill anybody. Whereas both these guys are on a journey,
Yeah. I think.
kind of a vengeance. Jack not so much. He's trying to get home. It's more quantum leap.
Yeah, I think that might have been part of it. Is being like we would have to use him is it Revelations or something like that?
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Pre
of
the
it,
majority of his
story.
story. Like all he has is the 2 movies before his entire anime series where it's all about him not killing anybody.
but exactly.
And you kind
know.
of got to keep it real about Jack. He may be like a good-hearted man, but deep down inside, you tell him it's a robot, and that's it. That's it. You
Kill it.
are done. He is gonna ruin your weekend because you're not gonna have one if you're a robot.
Yeah, I think they use that as a great cop-out too. Like, I mean, robots are the best thing because when you're on something like Cartoon Network, you can't kill another human, assumably. They're just not really good. You cease to be a cartoon if you're killing people.
Right. Well, it's hard to market that to kids.
Yeah, in like blood, but a robot spilling oil. We're good to go.
They're
Like
still
fucking
using oil, too.
just
Still hundreds
decimate
of
as many
them,
as
yeah.
you want. Yeah, like it's just kill
When
them
he
all.
fights all kinds of weird stuff too, like giant bugs
Big
and,
monsters
like,
and
aliens.
stuff.
There was one like
He even fights plenty of people.
There was one like really awesome episode that like wasn't even more or less about Jack. It's about like a robot. It was very like Casablanca type of thing where you had a robot with an actual like set of morals and actually cared. And he had a thing for a dog. And like his whole thing is like he's being told to do, to do these evil things because his dog is being taken hostage. And then at the very end of the episode, spoiler alert, he runs into Jack and Jack just slices through him like it's nothing. And then you just see this robot die, and the whole time he's just thinking about his loved dog, and Jack just walks away and it's watch out. And you're just like, damn.
Dude, that's
Right.
That's
right in
like
the feels.
that makes the content so much more like reflective of like, yeah, we recognize that we've been just murdering robots like for seasons.
Gendy
now.
Tartakovsky's pretty awesome.
But yeah, that's very cool.
I loved Dexter's Lab.
Oh,
I
yeah.
talked about this in the one of the recent top 10s actually, where I remember watching the debut of Samurai Jack. For whatever reason, like the commercials and stuff they were playing, were getting me like really hyped. I was getting really excited for this show, so I made sure to be there. I even tried to get my family to come watch with me, but I think I was the only one who ended up watching it. But it was a quote unquote movie. It was just the first 3 episodes, all in one.
I recorded on VHS.
Oh, did you?
That's how old I am. So
I remember those days. I used to record Dragon Ball Z. Accidentally recorded over some home video one time of me losing my first tooth.
Oh,
But I got to see Goku fight Frieza whenever I wanted.
That's all that matters.
yeah.
To be honest, for you,
episodes.
yeah,
derailed
for
you
you,
from
which
your
one was a
story.
better childhood moment? Like
Dude,
Goku
even back
fighting
then, I was
Frieza
mad
or
when I
losing
found
a
out what I
tooth? Like,
recorded over.
yeah.
Like I was actually really upset.
Oh,
and sad that I had
bad.
destroyed that.
That's too bad.
But you were saying about
wouldn't care.
Dexter's Lab. I derailed you.
Oh no, I was just saying Gendy Tartakovsky's made some great stuff.
Oh yeah, the Clone Wars little like micro series. Oh,
He is saying he wants to bring back like hand-drawn style shows and stuff. I was reading an article about that just a few days ago.
good luck with that,
he
buddy.
can
Yeah,
do it. Like,
that'll be tough.
he's busy with Sony Pictures now, like the Hotel
Hotel
Transylvania stuff.
Yeah.
And his there was a pretty popular Popeye movie pitch that got passed around. He was
about
behind
that.
that too.
I heard
And I was
about
like,
that.
no wonder that was so good.
Now Popeye has 4 arms.
He's just 4 arms.
Just bringing that back. He doesn't
No
have 4
biceps,
arms.
he's just 4
He's just
arms.
4 arms and
Yeah.
spinach.
True.
That's it.
All right. 2 more questions.
Where'd you get that nice shirt? Is that a question?
Well, actually, I got
burning
this
question
beautiful
for me.
shirt on Rooster Teeth.
Shilling. That's what it's called. It's called
Store.roosterteeth.
shilling. Go to Rooster Teeth store. Buy our fucking shirts, please.
Support the
Please.
show. Support Sam's alligator's meth habit.
Oh,
Every shirt you buy
Yeah.
is 1 meth for 1 gator.
Yep,
Yes!
that's right.
One
Feed the
meth
gators the
brigader.
meth.
One meth.
We will
Hashtag meth
destroy them
brigaders.
systematically.
Hashtag
All right.
meth for gators now.
Next question. It actually comes from one of our animators, Kid. I think it's a pretty good question based on this Jack versus Afro fight. Is do the characters affect how long a death battle animation is, and do more powerful characters require more animation?
Kid animates. Like what?
No, I know.
I feel
but-
like I should be asking him this question.
But no, I think this goes back to like when we're writing a fight script, right? Is like we do have to take into account at what sort of level these characters participate at, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like a Broly Asura fight, we got to be blowing up star systems. Like that's the kind of fight I expect when I see a fight like that. Versus, Jack versus Afro. That works on like a bridge or like just a an open wheat field and not a lot of flash and explosions.
Yeah.
I mean, is it safe to say, like, definitely we want to do justice for each of these characters. So, I mean, is it safe to say that we kind of use that as well? Like, we definitely want to show the plethora of their, like, techniques and feats and whatnots. So, I don't know. I mean,
No, I think that's right though. That
Yeah.
plays a huge part in it. Is like
I just work here. That's
if they but if they have a feat where they blow up an island, like in Ryujin recently,
Exactly.
you have to try and at least show that power somehow exists through the animation. Even if you're not actually blowing up an island, it's just like
There's
the
got to be some
potential's
rocks
there,
flying and
you know?
stuff.
Yeah, and also for any fight we do, it's most likely going to be somewhat well matched. So like if we were to do a fight like if we were to do like Goku versus Leon Kennedy, that's a dumb fight and it should be over almost instantly. But we're not gonna do that fight. They're at least gonna be able to compete on some level together. So like they're always bare minimum going to be of a certain length. But I don't think just because they're like more powerful, it has to be longer. It really just kind of depends on.
Depends
I
on how
think-
much you want to show.
Like,
how
yeah,
much we
in-
decide is worth investigating and proving, showing in an animation.
And I think JoJo Kenshiro is a good example of that, where it's like that fight realistically probably should be pretty quick because either way it goes, someone dies, and Kenshiro is like the king of literally I touched you once and you're dead now. So
Right, yeah.
like, but still, it's like we had so much we wanted to show that
So he
of course
wins in
we're going to
tag.
show stuff.
That's
yeah.
his thing.
Yeah.
No tag backs. No takey back.
There is a business component to this of just like every animation that we do for a given death battle has a budget, and how long an animation is, the budget plays a big part in that.
Yeah,
balance.
and plus we're not gonna give like a really short animation. As much as I would love to do dumb fights and get away with like a 5-second animation, like
Ketchur just goes.
yeah, like it would be fun, but this always gonna be
What was the longest?
a certain length.
Was it Dante Bayonetta?
And
And the only reason why I say that was like one of the very first like sound designs I ever did, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Torian, why are you doing this to me?
And not only that, but if you count the fact that DBX between John and
Yes.
Trish goes on, that's just a continuation of that fight. Like
That was a great little idea.
Absolutely.
To have that be like that side fight be a DBX.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also like more of a factor in how long is the animation is how much does the animator want to go ham.
right.
And in Torian's instance, with that one, he was like, I want to go all out. I'm going to be 3 months late. Like, we are just going to go as hard as we can. And so it was really long,
he was very excited about that. It's still like
Yeah.
a really great
It
fight
is. It is dope.
to this day.
I think it's still one
Yeah,
of
I
his
mean,
favorites, even though he critiques it constantly.
I mean,
throw a
what
motorcycle and
creative
stuff,
person
like,
doesn't
it's-
though.
I know, right?
Like go back to their old things and count the things they don't like about it now.
It's just part of it.
I do it.
I still remember when he like sent that to me, and he was just like, "Hey man, so I got this fight. It's really long. let the games begin. And I was like, no. So it was a lot of burning the midnight oil. That oil, I guess.
Oil.
So
Well, cool. Well, all right, we're gonna do one more death battle question before we move on, and I want us to answer this one in unison.
Oh man, nice shirt. By the way.
Thank you. I like your shirt as well.
Whoa,
Really,
where did I
I
get this?
appreciate how it's time for a death battle. Just
wait,
lets me
what
know.
time is it?
It's
For a
time
death
for a
battle.
death.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like 4:22. I was just checking.
Well,
It's death battle o'clock.
It's
It's death battle.
All right, so question is, what's your favorite dinosaur? And we're all gonna say our answer on 3, because I think it'll be fun. All right, so what's your favorite dinosaur? 1, 2, 3.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah,
Death battle
Denver,
Shirtosaurus.
the last dinosaur.
Okay, Shill.
Yeah.
Chad James would agree with you. A ketchup platypus?
Quetzalcoatlus. I just
Oh,
want.
that's just a giant Mayan
That's an
bird or
Aztec
something-
god.
or
Yeah, that's
god,
an Aztec.
yeah.
Like
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl is
that's-
like a snake birdie god, right?
Quetzalcoatl. That's
Quetzalcoatlus. It's like a pterodactyl.
A Quetzalcoatlus is a pterodactyl?
It's a flying pteranodon.
Somebody Google search this. I don't believe you.
How do you spell it?
Q-U-E-T-Z. Oh my.
I know how to spell it.
He knows his dinos. Let the man
Yeah.
do.
It's not
Fine.
actually my favorite. I just wanted to say Quetzalcoatlus.
What did you say, Heinz?
I said Stegosaurus.
Boring.
I want to
and
say,
wrong.
I want to
Yeah.
change. I want to say plesiosaur, because isn't that what like Loch Ness Monster is supposed to be?
Yeah, or a Diplo.
Also, I feel like the plesiosaur.
Diplo, the
I
artist,
think
the,
Diplo is what
the musician.
Plesiosaur has a lot of pun potential.
Yeah.
Also, it's a megalodon. Is a
Quetzalcoatlus.
right now because of it's a megalodon.
Yeah.
Oh
look-
yeah,
all right.
sure thing.
Yeah. Look at
at
that
it.
thing. Look at that. That's a.
Wait, so
Quetzalcoatlus.
wait, is that like it's eating a dinosaur? Like is that real
I don't know.
size?
I don't know what's going on in this picture. I think it's.
It has fur. Is that
Those
fur?
are toys.
But
Yeah.
no, but like, isn't this
Look
one-
at this thing. It's like.
It's got like a
It's
dog
like dumb
hind
fucking.
legs.
It's a giraffe bird. Like
That's
it's
like a
stupid
coyote
giraffe
right
bird.
there.
It's like
Yeah.
if a pelican
That's a
and a
coyote.
giraffe did a fusion dance and became evil.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Well, man, I tell you what, pelicans.
It looks
when
like
we
a
were in,
comedian.
when
What if
we
it
were
was
on
a
the East
comedian?
Coast in Carolina Beach. The
Flew
pelicans
in.
look
Boy,
evil.
are my arms tired.
Hey, hey,
My actual favorite dinosaur.
in.
Actual
in.
favorite
Yeah.
dinosaur, Deinonychus.
Deinonychus.
Because everybody who says Velociraptor, they don't
Right.
mean
They mean
Velociraptor. They actually mean Deinonychus.
Can we at least agree though that the T-Rex is the most frightening thing
Movie
ever?
monster.
not going-
Movie monster.
We're not going into this, Noel.
Do you know
We
that
don't
the
have to
real
talk about your
T-Rex-
Fear of T-Rexes.
Some scientists believe had lips.
Even more
How much more
creepier.
serious?
It's just like, hey, ooh. Oh God, no.
think about
I
it.
can't think. Like, what would it do with lips?
And that means it has lip
Oh,
hair, probably. Like if you really got down
no,
to
it
dinosaur
had,
lip hair.
They say not hair.
No, I'm saying if you have lips, it'll have.
Yeah,
lip
there's
hair.
there's the Deinonychus. It's
It's like
it's
a
still-
bird velociraptor.
yeah, but it's still pretty scary.
There's a lot.
I
going
don't
on
know.
here.
If you subtract the feathers, the dominant.
I
thing
feel
you
like
see-
when they added fur and feathers to dinosaurs, like I feel like now.
you say that like it's a patch update.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
an update,
It's a
2012 or whatever, when they added fucking fur and shit to dinosaurs, it made me feel like fire is now a way more effective tool against them. Like, it used to be you can't really light a dinosaur on fire. Maybe you could burn them, but now, like, that bitch is going up quick. Like, he ain't gonna be coming at me with the dumb fucking claws when he on fire.
But what
Like, I just gotta rub two sticks together real fucking fast, and throw it at him,
What if it's
and
not?
it's gone.
What if it's not afraid of the fire? Imagine that thing chasing after you, but it's in flames.
No, it's a fucking, like, it's not impervious to fire, Nick. It's not like it gained, like, fire
Sam,
resistance.
You know what is impervious to fire?
These great shirts, hey,
Don't test
they are
it.
probably
Just
not.
take our word
Cannot
for it.
guarantee that shirts are impervious to fire, but go to StoryOverseas.com and get a shirt right now. All right. This has been a fun dinosaur talk, but you know what I want to know, guys?
Dinosaurs are awesome.
I want to know what's going on. Also, before we get into it, don't forget to go to the chat, vote Broly versus Asura. My money is on Asura. Just putting that out there. All right.
Make sure Sean loses his fictional money.
My fictional
My
money.
money's on this new Death Battle shirt.
That's right. So get on that store and buy it. All right. man,
Everyone's
we
a
got to talk
winner with
Comic-Con
this
news.
shirt.
Comic-Con is going ham. It's just started. How about that Titans trailer, guys? We all watched it together.
Yeah, no, I watched like 3 or 4 times before I watched Gerardo watch it, and like by that point, Luis and Josh and me, we had all seen it, so we were all just like watching over his shoulder, watching Gerardo's reaction. When it gets to the part, I watched Gerardo go,
That's what
Here it is. Look at this. What
internet
is happening
collectively.
here?
Okay,
Who's in charge of this?
your face, Sam.
Yeah, well,
Speak to
Your
a
jaw
manager.
dropped.
okay.
at the
'cause-
part.
And I love how modern society gets like really, like She-Ra is a great example. The She-Ra cartoon came out
Yeah.
and people were hella mad that she wasn't sexy, and it's like, that is so fucking stupid.
It's so petty.
But when Robin shows up on the scene and literally
Can we
says,
pause right there? Look
fuck
at all.
Batman, like, I feel like it's so, like, now, like, hey, everybody, you have a good reason to argue this time. Like, on that one alone, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, we're just gonna fuck up this character, y'all. And, like, I don't even really care. I just think it's insane.
Okay.
And, like, this trailer is trying so hard.
You remember that? Yeah. Fluff Batman.
Fluff Batman.
Like,
It's just so stupid.
well, and here's the thing that drives me crazy is they dropped that, no context. It's just a scene where he shoots a bunch of people, steps on a guy's neck, and then says, fuck Batman.
Well, it's because the person at the beginning of that little scene or whatever said something about Batman. I don't
Yeah,
know.
where's Batman?
I'm guessing Robin's trying to carve out his own legacy. The thing is, that's supposed to be Dick Grayson, correct?
Yeah, it seems
That's
they do the
for
Flying
sure?
Graysons at the beginning, so it's assumed.
True. Yeah.
They didn't know how else
Literally
to
any
make
other
him
Robin
Nightwing without making him hate Batman, I
Right,
guess.
I guess so.
They had to give him daddy issues.
But here's the thing: is the creator goes on social media later, and he's just like, "Yeah, well, you know, there's more going on there," and it's like, "Sure, there is," and
Well, yeah,
we all
of
watch the
course.
show, but you totally just put that out there because you knew that it was going to hit headlines for 24 hours of just like,
Fuck
"They're
Batman.
ruining the
Like,
character,
yeah,
fuck
you just put out a whole bunch of. It's like, yeah, he was just like, oh, here, this will set people on fire. Like, fuck you. Like, here's fuck Batman. People will run with that. Like,
Yeah.
But
because any
see,
press is good press.
Who
so.
else is upset that they show Beast Boy and he's about to do something cool, like probably do what Beast Boy does?
Yeah.
And then we cut away.
Well, they're saving it.
Like-
you know, they're
I would
saving
be
it.
so happy.
But fuck Batman, though.
We saw that full scene of Beast Boy in like the actual show, and it's just they're on like a rooftop like hotel, and he's just diving in the pool, like, and, like there was nothing that was gonna happen, and then it turns into a seal because
It turns into
Or like a
penguin.
hippo or something.
Yeah.
Gosh,
go ahead.
there was a set photo that came out or was leaked or something like that. It showed some of the costumes, and a lot of people were like, I don't know. I had no idea they were going for this sort of tone. Because like when they released an actual production photo of the Robin costume, I was like,
It looked
oh,
awesome.
that looks good. But then if he's saying F Batman, now I can't take the costume seriously at all. Why has he got the little mask?
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Like,
why
you
has
can't
he
tell
got a
that's you.
little R right here? Why does the costume look so accurate and then he's trying to be all hardcore edgy? It just doesn't fit.
Yeah, and I, like at the end of the day, I don't care because like I'd rather they do something different with the character. I think it's stupid. At first when they showed me the trailer, I had zero context what it was, and I asked like, oh, is this like a fan film? After it was done, I was like, that's a fan film, right? And they're like, no, that's for real. And like I don't care. Like do something different with the characters. That's fine.
Yeah, but just don't lead with it like that. It just feels
Well,
like
even then, like go ahead and lead with it. I don't really give a shit at the end of the day. I just think it's funny that it is that like it's they made a trailer just to get people talking about it, which clearly worked by using such a stupid line.
right. That's
Yeah.
that's why I don't like leading. with it.
Also, there's a lot of people who were mad that Starfire is black, which seems like the dumbest argument. Like that was the thing. Like, if you have something to be upset about,
Yeah.
it's the bastardization of the character Robin, who's clearly been like Dick Grayson was just like, fuck this character, let's make him the opposite. Like, why did we do this with him? I can understand that argument. And then people are like, oh, this alien's black. Fuck.
She's
Like,
not
you're like,
orange.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
They could have used an orange
her hair's
one.
too
Yeah.
frizzy, and it's just like,
Yeah.
you saw one scene where she shot fire. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't tell you anything
we
about
had it
the
in the
character.
office. Somebody was like, I don't like her hair. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, you idiot.
The thing I don't like about Starfire's portrayal, at least just solely based on what they've shown, is it has nothing to do with race. It's just she looks like a hooker. That's the weird
think
thing.
that
I don't know.
I think it's a part of the.
the character was undercover as a hooker. I think is supposed to be the setup.
I don't know much about Starfire, so
But
Tell me more about hookers, Nick.
what you want to know?
well, how do you know what they look like?
they
is
look
what I
like?
want.
I've seen movies. Sean.
Oh,
That
okay,
one you'll
okay.
be burning
Hollywood
afterwards.
hookers, Nick's talking about. He's
Yeah.
talking about Hollywood hookers.
Yeah.
Those are the
Yeah, I
okay
don't know.
ones.
She
Those
can
are
look
classic.
like.
They're the clean ones, at least.
Yeah. They're
No.
Also, as a purple alien person who's supposed to be orange, I feel like looking like a hooker is probably a good way to blend in and not have people ask questions.
Exactly. It's like Halloween.
I guess. I mean,
All
like I
year.
said,
no one's gonna question you.
that's only based on what they were shown. The full context might explain
Well,
that.
and also, like,
but
let's be fair. Comics have not been the nicest to women when it comes to their outfits.
yeah.
That's true.
Her looking like a hooker, that's pretty
Oh
par
yeah,
for
but
the course.
if I'm correct, I don't know if you can pull up a picture from it, but I believe she's wearing a fur coat,
She is wearing
which as a lady you set shit on fire, as we talked about with dinosaurs and fur.
Classic.
Seems
hookers.
dangerous.
feathers.
The
not
go-to.
fur.
Well,
would
that
probably
that
think.
fucking T-Rex, that raptor thingy had
It's
fucking
like
fur.
it's proto feathers or whatever they call it.
Proto feathers. Proto fur, maybe. It's fucking fur. I don't know. I just feel like.
Go outside
the-
and show me a
Yeah,
fur.
yeah.
picture.
Yeah,
I
like
think that looks
does,
so cool.
No, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying the fur coat's certainly going to catch on fire.
Yes, like her hair's a little bit on fire right there, or glowing
But see,
at least.
she can be on fire, so not a big deal. Not worried about it. If
Well,
her
right, but
coat, she's not
especially
going to
the
freak
fur
out.
coat, that fur coat is gonna get ruined.
Yeah, it's just a waste of money.
It's just singeing all the furs on it. And
Wait,
melting
I want
it
to see her
together.
fly with that trail of fire that it's like in the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
That could look really
But
cool.
real talk though, who's actually going to watch this on that DC universe? that
I have
costs,
good
like,
news for y'all.
$80 a
All
company
y'all are
account?
gonna watch it because I bought the account.
Chewy.
So
Yeah.
Screw Attack has an account for DC Universe, so
Yay.
fall 2018.
All like 12 of us will share one account. Take that, DC. Fuck you. And Batman.
And
God, this-
thank you for inventing all these beautiful characters that we've been celebrating for so long.
Can you
At the end of the
imagine-
day, I hope it turns out good. And
Yeah,
if
It's a win
if
for
they
all
can
of us.
spin fuck Batman into a brilliant, like, if the whole scene could just be him setting up a thing to make other people think he's gone rogue, and then they're like, him and Batman are behind the corner snickering, like, that guy. And then everyone's gonna be like, yeah, okay, fine.
Hard cuts from that scene to Batman in the car being like,
He's fooling them. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, it'd be
I wonder
great.
who's gonna be Batman. I feel like after
Affleck.
saying that, they're gonna have to
Is this,
show.
is this in the same universe?
no, I'm just,
was-
he's
okay.
got nothing else going on.
Okay.
He's got nothing else going.
He's trying to stop being Batman.
Can it be like Val Kilmer?
He-
though?
he
It's
agrees
really
with-
hard
he
when
agrees
they give
with
you
Robin.
that check, though.
Yeah, I wonder who, I mean,
George Clooney, because fuck that Batman.
fuck that Batman, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard George Clooney, like, this is a total tangent, but I heard he, like, got in some sort of, like, accident in Italy and, like, flew 20 feet face first into a windshield.
Oh, get
What?
better, George
Yeah,
Clooney.
I don't know.
Get better.
He'll be
Word?
alright.
And then fuck that.
He'll be all right.
If so, what is
He's like riding his motor scooter through Italy or something, and
His Vespa.
his Vespa, yeah.
all those espressos.
What?
He owns Nespresso. He's big on espresso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Couple other Comic-Con things real quick. Definitely want to talk about Power Rangers Legacy Wars and the
Yeah.
Street Fighter crossover thing that's happening.
I don't give a crap about the game that the short film is advertising.
So there's a game though, first
Yeah.
of all. I guess it's like a fighting game that you
I
play
don't
on your
care.
phone.
I don't care. They showed a short film that's just marketing material for the game, and it's a teaser for a short film coming out this fall. That's what I want to see.
Do
Because
we
it's
have
got
do we have the short film,
it's
guys?
got the actual White Ranger Tommy in there, and he teams up with Chun-Li and Ryu. They're gonna fight Bison.
There was
and
a
it-
Bison rules like graffiti.
Yeah. But like the
In a
it's-
Street Fighter font.
Yeah, you caught it. It's done by Bat in the Sun. Yeah, here it is, right here. Like super. It's like a really great choice of a production company to put something like this together. But the trailer cuts off right before Ryu and Chun-Li morph, and I just want to see what happens.
I don't know if that was Chun-Li though, but it certainly was Ryu.
It's definitely Chun-Li. She's got the
I thought it was the.
There was another girl there too.
There was another girl. I don't know, but yeah, Ryu.
It was a red and blue light.
I don't know if that was Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
No, okay,
No,
about?
no. What Nick's talking about
There's
is the
another
very
girl
end.
who walks in right here in a
What
second.
Nick's talking about
Yeah.
is the very end, which we will all experience together.
Tommy's like, no, Ryu, stop punching me. Bison's back because Rita revived him.
It is Ryu though. If Ryu was punching me, I don't care if I'm a Power Ranger or not. I'd be like,
That's
all
the
right,
girl.
slow your roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's like a Power Ranger, right? I guess.
Yeah,
Like-
she's a Power Ranger. I don't recognize her. But yeah, this looks super cool. I want to see this.
The Pink Ranger looked like she had some weird kind of maple leaf on her. I don't know if you guys know.
Check this
Yeah,
out.
look
Check
at the
this
power.
out.
Ooh, don't
Tommy's
you think
like,
that's
are you
Ryu?
ready to morph, or
He's
can
gonna
you
spec
handle
that
the
on
power?
food.
Oh yeah, that's not Chun either. It's morphin' time.
See, look.
Oh, okay.
I want to see what happens next. I
Now,
want to see
I
the
always
next
thought
shot.
they reached back like they were reaching into a pocket, but I was like, Ryu, you ain't
taking
got no
a
pockets
stance.
sewn into that.
Do you think
might.
It's just
though.
the stance. Yeah.
it's wrapped in the back of his belt? Do you think he's gonna keep his morph? Will still have the headband?
On the helmet,
'cause
it's like
in
a
the
wrapped
game.
around.
I saw this. Somebody tweeted this at me.
He's already
after.
morphed in the game.
Yeah, so you can play as Ryu Ranger in the game. He's just a Power Ranger. He's a kind of a white and red color scheme, right? But he's got the headband and he has all the Street Fighter moves, plus like one, maybe two other moves.
So he has a helmet with the
good.
headband around
Yeah.
the helmet.
Yeah, it's just a Street Fighter Power Ranger. It's the coolest thing.
Does it have the gloves and no shoes?
No, he's
No,
got,
Does he
no,
still have
like-
his
got
feet?
shoes.
Are his
No,
feet
it's-
still sticking out?
No. Damn it. You mean his basketballs? That's what he calls his feet. They're his basketballs. No, but yeah, it's just a Power Ranger with like all the elements that would be like, oh yeah, that's a Street Fighter Power Ranger.
Cool.
And then it had one of the like super attacks or whatever. He like throws like a fire bird that like lifts the enemy up
What?
or something like that. Yeah, as you look on the coin, it looked kind of like a phoenix
Makes
that he was
sense.
handing to him. So it's some sort of
that Morphin Grid power.
bird morphin Street Fighter Ranger Ryu.
At first, I thought Tommy was just giving him money because Ryu's a bum. So I was like,
Here you homeless
here you
bastard.
go, man.
Like,
Can you imagine that skit? Like there's a Power Ranger walking down the street. He just like flips a coin into like a homeless man's or like a street performer, and then he realizes only like hours later that was his power coin. Hard cut to the homeless person or
being
the
like-
street performer, whoever it is. Yeah, just being
in a
like,
refrigerator box morphin.
that's a skit right there.
that's what it was. Tommy's just like, oh man, I don't have any money. I got one thing on me, and it's the coin. So, you know, because bums can bother you like that. So.
Dude, that happened to me in Austin, in downtown. I went for a site visit for RTX, and I was at a stoplight, and a homeless guy came up, and he's like, "I'm washing your windows," and I'm like, "No, thanks." And he's like,
I am washing your
these windows. And
windows.
it's like,
they are relentless, man.
And then they get
Was it
only had a
even
5.
you gave him money,
I
and
had
then
to give
he
him
will
money.
continue to
didn't.
do this?
No, you didn't.
but
It's like if your
an
dog shit on the
entrepreneur.
floor and then you gave him a treat.
that's not quite the same thing. My window was cleaner. I just didn't want it to be.
My
cleaner.
windows are never cleaner after those guys. They just are terrible.
He did an all right job.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur.
I should have
Deserves a shot.
given him
He was just being a
and-
little aggressive.
death battle pop shirt. That's what I should have given him. Because you look real good.
Yeah, it would have helped him a lot.
You should
I'm all about helping the homeless, but like, I don't want, not if they're gonna touch my car.
Not,
And that
well, you
might
got a
sound
new-
shitty.
You got a new
like,
car too.
You
That's
can
part
go
of it.
ahead and raise my taxes to help the homeless. That's a reasonable reason for taxes to be raised. I don't care.
touch it.
I would love to get them the help they need so I can stop being bothered by them. It might be a selfish reason, but I will be involved with the situation to get them away from touching my fucking car and just getting in the way. It's a fucking danger. They're in the street every day. Like, I've almost hit like 4 homeless people just trying to get home. Like, they just keep running on
Grand
the
Theft Auto
street.
for you?
It's,
you
well,
driving
no,
Because you're
they're
rolling
on the
further
street.
home on the way home, man.
You know why? Their home shouldn't be the road. Like, and I know it's not their fault. Like, I don't want to sound like a shitty person. I want to fucking help. So I don't have to deal with this.
Just don't touch my car.
I don't
Fair
have a
enough.
problem, talking with them, like, because usually I'll have like a snack bar or something and I'll hand them a snack bar. But the last homeless guy I saw on the road.
Yeah, I have a
handed him
bunch
Topo-
of screw attack blankets I keep in the trunk, and I'll give them to homeless people. I got 5 left.
I gave this Topo Chico to,
bought 10 of them
to
a while
homeless
ago.
guy, and he like low-key like judged the Topo Chico. He's like, really, man, is this kind of good? And I was like, you're
Dude.
homeless. Don't ask questions. And then like after that, he proceeded to tell me, he was like, yo, man, so like I had this like chicken and rice from this chicken and rice place where you get chicken and rice, I assume. And he's like, yeah. Now I've been having the bubble guts for the longest. And I'm like, why are we talking about this? I'm rolling up my window now. Enjoy that Topo Chico.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the phrase
Yeah.
is literally beggars can't be choosers.
oh no, he
but
judged that Topo
Yeah, he
hard.
was like,
They hit you. They're always like I gave when I was in Dallas actually a little while ago in Deep Elm, parking is bullshit. And there's like a homeless guy trying to like wrangle up parking and make a job out of it, which at least that is something new I haven't seen. And he got me a parking spot.
That's good on him.
And I gave him $5, and he was like, "Really? Only $5?" And I was like, "Motherfucker! Like,
What did you expect?
do you want nothing? Because you just showed me an open spot that you'd put a fucking cone on. We're causing a problem. This is just a street spot where I can park for free. I've given you $5 to remove your fucking illegal cone. Do you want anything else besides me not calling the police? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's
wild.
Raise my fucking taxes.
It's wild.
Like, how do we have so many tanks, but not houses for these poor homeless people when they're in my way? Like,
They're in your way.
I can't not sound like a shitty person. Like, man. God damn, let's get you some help.
All right. One more.
Conversation has
One
gone
more
off the rails.
person
Yeah.
that can't. Well, apparently they could not help sounding like a shitty person. Is unfortunately James Gunn
Yes.
has been fired
From
as
Guardians
director
3.
from Guardians 3. I'm hoping y'all were able to get some of those tweets. We weren't able to get any of the tweets. Man.
Really? Because
I was counting on that, man.
I looked in the replies to one of his tweets in response to all this, and somebody just posted 3 screen caps. Like Josh and I looked at them.
Boom.
It
See?
was
y'all messed up. But basically,
well, I can give the gist of it.
Yes, go ahead and high level it.
Okay. So one of them, and I'm only slightly paraphrasing here, was some joke about if he made a film adaptation of The End of the Giving Tree or something like that. Am I on the right track, Josh? That
Great book.
He would have had.
Never read it.
He would have had the tree give. Here we go. We've got tweets coming up.
Oh, yeah.
He would have had the tree give the kid. Yup.
Who wants to
The
read that? Who
tree
wants to read
grows
that?
back and gives the kid a blowjob. All right. Wow.
2011.
Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna go out on a limb here and say,
A limb.
yeah, right. At the end of the book, the child is no longer a child,
He is a man. So,
and I am an American.
Who deserves?
I think that a tree should consensually be able to give an adult male a blowjob or jerk him off with his limb hands if he wants to. Like,
Without the government
like,
getting
like if this was a scene between like Pippin and one of the Ents in Lord of the Rings, it would be fucking weird, but it wouldn't be an issue as an American. The next tweets coming up are a serious fucking problem, and I'm glad James Gunn is fired. I just wanted to get the tree situation clear, though, that we are Americans here. If you're a sentient tree and you want to fuck somebody,
So make like a tree and give him a blowjob.
Yeah.
You're saying.
or jerk him off. I don't know what the tree was planning on doing, but
Do we have the non-dendrophiliac tweet?
there was
Wait,
one about
that's like
there's
a
one about
name?
him seeing
That's
the
what it means you have
Expendables.
sex with trees.
whoa.
Wait, who's
Why do
doing
you
that?
know-
Yeah, why you got it on the dome there?
I don't
And
know.
who's like, wait, are like any tree or like trees in their
That's
own
just
property?
in the same way that a necrophiliac has sex with dead things, a dendrophiliac.
Certain
has-
people will walk up to trees.
Yes.
And
That I don't.
that sounds like splinters, bro. That
Yeah.
sounds like. But hey, good for you. Good for you.
Sounds like insects. And,
insects. Do we
Anyway,
have?
there was another tweet that he said about.
There's
There's another tweet he said about seeing the Expendables, and
don't
gist
want
of
to.
that was
He's like.
he
He's
was-
like, no, we're not posting that. We're not.
well,
putting that.
if we don't pull it up on the screen, I can give the gist
Yes,
of it.
the-
Basically, he was so fired up from seeing the testosterone-filled Expendables that he said something about inappropriately interacting with the child next to him.
Oh.
So
Yeah, which is just like pure straight wrong, unlike the possible adult tree scenario.
yep, here we go.
What?
Yeah, we're all
Okay, yeah,
kind
like
of
see
about-
that's straight up like yeah, fire the fucking man because he's a gross old weirdo now. Like, yeah, that's fucked up.
I think
was
that one
R
dates back
all
to
in
like
caps?
2009 or 10.
That sounds about right for the Expendables.
Yeah.
Yeah, like yeah, that's
So,
also
long time ago.
what
What?
fucking a complete insane person tweets that?
Yeah. Why? I don't.
He was going for shock humor. I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Well, sorry, James Gunn. I really like the first 2 movies you did. My wife doesn't watch many Marvel films.
Don't apologize to James Gunn for his fucking shitty tweets and his weird dendrophilia.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You got what you deserve, sir.
Dan
Have a good one. All right, so we're gonna move on to the community section. Do we do this before we roll the? All right, cool. So we got some out of context comic book panels.
Oh, whoa, what's going on here?
Swish, Dick. Your bad dream isn't over. It's just beginning. Hold still, Bruce. I promise this won't take more than a few seconds.
You know, cause
Yeah.
like, fuck Batman, right?
Yeah, fuck about it. Also, like, okay, can we go back?
Him.
He's drugging him. He's not trying to kill him.
No, he's trying to kill him. He's got the little like
it's
piano
the,
wire.
It's the wire,
Yeah.
piano wire. Oh, I thought it was like injecting him in the arm.
You
or
can just
something.
barely see it because it's one thin line.
Okay,
yeah.
I remember not that long ago, there was probably was a long time ago because my memory's shitty. There was a whole thing where people were really upset about the way that they drew Spider-Woman's ass on the front of a comic book
I
cover.
remember this.
And they're like, they don't draw men's like that. They do here, though. Look at that. That is like Robin has
That's a man
some
who does
fucking
lunges.
butt.
He does lunges.
Also, even Bruce in the shower's got a little bit of curve to him. Like, they really accentuated the shit out of Robin's ass. Like, it looks comical.
I think that's the literal definition of juicy.
He's
That is a
bootylicious.
juicy
He's
butt.
bootylicious. That's like beyond.
You can see the 2 C's of thick cupping. Like,
He's like, I don't think
Also,
you're
look at
ready
the
for
shoes.
this jelly.
Look at the shoes that Robin wears. What's
Man,
going on with the back?
very-
pocket
I
right
could fly-
there?
he's
I
got
hit
those
so
like,
easily.
like the
Yes, you know,
Adidas
Well, those
easy
are
pull
for like
tabs.
when you're putting on the shoes. It's like
Yeah.
a shoehorn.
pull
Is
tab.
that
But
what
they're a
those
bit
called?
excessive. Like,
Well, yeah,
pretty
they're-
long.
It's a fucking superhero costume, Heinz.
Fair
not
enough.
like.
Fair enough.
Everything in this thing is excessive.
Yo, you come. Those shoes are excessive, but I like the cape. Like, motherfucker, are you talking about
cape
excessive?
looks
Wait,
alright.
hold on. I have
cape looks alright.
I have a real question that has nothing to do with anything. Are those curtains next to his shower?
Yes, that's how much money
Why does he
has.
have
That's how
curtains
much
next
money
to
he
the
has.
shower?
Because
He has
you
a
can-
literal shower curtain.
It's like a towel that's always there.
It's how. Yeah, there's not a good reason really. It's. I mean,
It's just he's got money.
other people have made worse.
He's so rich he
decisions,
doesn't know how
though.
like shower curtains work. He's like, oh, I thought it meant real curtains next to your
Alfred
shower.
put curtains in the shower, and so he did. But yeah,
He's like, what do you
there it
expect from me? My parents died at a young age. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, we expect more from Alfred.
is. Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna say it's fake. Not real.
Fair enough. All right, so let's move on because we're running out of time here. We got to check out the community death battle. What's it going to be, guys? Get in the chat, vote right now because you're running out of time.
Broly versus Asura.
What is?
That's.
You got a lot of teeth.
I didn't know they had a music cue.
So much going on.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't like Broly's mouth. It looks weird. The way
So-
it opens.
What do you think he's saying?
He's
Like,
like a
imagine
snake
the sound
person.
he's making. What sound do you think he's making?
He's just having a fucking
Something like that.
hella yawn. Like he just yawns so hard. He went super,
This is the most aggressive yawn ever.
yeah, he goes Super Saiyan. He yawns so fucking hard.
Are his biceps starting to eclipse his pecs? Are his arms down or are they in front of him?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It looks like if he
You can
like,
look at the stretch marks.
yeah,
where the
I don't
biceps
think
meet the
he can
pecs.
he can't do jumping jacks, or else like all the skin there will just tear, like just completely off. Like it looks so painful just to be alive.
And his shoulders, he can't. What kind of neck mobility do you think he actually has?
Not much.
He does have a neck, though. It's kind of surprising when you look at all the muscles in there that he would actually have a neck at all. So good on you, Brawly. I'm glad that we're really sizing up the competition here by focusing so much on the physical. We're gonna pull up a couple fans here. So Smashton Bound is on Team Brawly, and he says that Brawly would beat Super Saiyan, or he beat Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo without breaking a sweat.
That's true.
And then dodging them all with little effort and casually destroyed a planet with a deflected ki blast. He could take on a full power adult Gohan, Trunks, and Goten before being defeated with the help of Goku. Brawly Kakaka won't be beaten. That's scaling? Like a whole lot of scaling right there?
I mean, he's a villain. Usually with villains, that's kind of what you have to go on.
True, but
He's
also
just one peg lower than the hero is at the end of the day.
basically, yeah. And the hero's peg since Super has moved significantly.
Well, that's the thing. If the new movie takes place like after the tournament and he's all like Ultra Instincty and stuff, like yeah.
It's gonna, and it does, because I don't know if you watched that new trailer, but he
Tournament of Power.
references it.
Yeah, Goku's like, the Tournament of Power taught me so much. And then Broly.
I'm ready for this. Check out my new snow jacket. And everybody's like, the internet right now is just like, I love Vegeta and Goku and their new snow jackets. Jeez.
Pretty stylish.
They are pretty stylish.
I saw like little like Thunder
You know what
Puffs
is
or something like
more
that.
stylish than those snow jackets, though?
These shirts.
That beautiful
Shirts, yeah.
shirt that you're wearing. Oh, it's time for a Death Battle shirt.
Where do we get these shirts at?
You can get them on store.roosterteeth.com right now. Buy it. The new Screw Attack Comic Pop tee. Right now. That's right, Chew.
That's right, Chewy. You said it. Classic
I
Chewy.
like the argument for Broly, but what do they guys say about Asura?
So then Team Asura is final_SD, and he's destroyed planet-sized enemies, come back to life several times, survived getting impaled by a sword longer than the Earth's diameter completely, and he survived getting blasted by a multiple galaxy-sized god. He also managed to kill the creator of the universe.
So what sound do you think he's making in that tweet right there?
I missed it. I wasn't looking.
Whatever sound, the worst sound you've
Look at that.
ever made while trying to. Yeah.
I want to do something different. He's just like, oh, like it's just,
That's him in the shower, just being like, oh!
He's bathing in the sun.
Yep.
Maybe, yeah. I see it a little bit now. He
So-
seems too angry for like an angelic noise, though.
but that's his thing.
He's just always
that
angry,
means,
so
but-
it's like RBF. He can't help it.
Yeah.
It's just part of him.
Yeah, I think he's just like a little too godly. As much as I don't like to say his name, because you have to say it like, you know, some asshole.
Ass?
But no, but you have to say the Asura kind of thing. Like you
Oh,
have to put
you gotta,
the accent
you gotta
on
Chad
it.
James it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they
Asura.
nailed it. That's the fucking best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like,
He's throwing those Japanese does.
yeah,
Asura.
yeah, exactly. So that's a notch off, but I'm still gonna vote for him because he killed the guy who made everything.
Right, like having played through Asura's Wrath, it's pretty hard to see how Broly could win, especially when he lost to Goku, who, I mean, I know Goku's fantastic and everything, but he didn't kill the creator of the universe either. So, at least not yet. Could happen.
Yes,
Well,
not
Like,
yet.
Super's not finished.
Super's not finished, but one thing that I know a lot of Broly fans will bring up is how in the first movie he ever appears in, the whole film opens up with a whole galaxy supposedly being destroyed. You think we should touch on that?
I mean,
Do we count that? Because
I think like Asura
people
is
think
at
that-
like he's blown up universes and
whole universes?
Or Galaxy.
he's messing with people at
well,
universe level.
he's defeated people who have, again, scaling, but he's defeated a person who has blown up a whole universe. But yes, he blinks a galaxy out of existence, basically.
So, well, in the dub, they kind of make it out to be like that, but I did a little bit of research on it because in the original Japanese, apparently the
King Kai's always
the way it reads is King Kai's like it's being destroyed, implying that that's kind of like a speed up of what is happening or what could.
Well,
happen.
that's how like light travels, right? It's not like we
Yeah.
would see it happen all at once. It would just
Yeah.
be over time. Stars would just start to disappear until there were none.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's people
still
on both
impressive,
both
though.
sides of the divide there of whether Broly can destroy a whole galaxy or not. I'm a little bit less familiar with Asura's Wrath. I remember seeing a little bit of this when it first came out, but yeah, in preparation for the podcast today, I kind of found myself
That
stuck
guy's
in the
like,
rabbit
oh.
hole of looking into Broly versus a galaxy.
You know,
If he could destroy a whole galaxy, do you guys think that that's enough for him to beat Asura? If we give him the benefit
the
of the doubt.
problem is context of like how he destroyed the whole galaxy. If he did do it by just like giving him one of these,
If you take it at face value.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, when he destroyed a planet, Broly, he just like charged up one hand for a second, then just like threw it and then erased the whole planet.
well, like Frieza's kind of done that too.
Not as
takes him-
efficiently.
It takes
Not
him longer.
as efficiently.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like,
And then, I mean, there's a lot of unknowns.
That
with
was also
Broly.
Frieza like a long time ago.
Yeah.
no, but even in Resurrection F, he's just like, oh, I'm gonna lose, blows up the whole Earth, and then Wiz is like, oh, well, we'll just roll back time and
Yeah.
we'll fix this really quick.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's a little bit.
Here's
weird
my
to try
thing.
to call.
I'm taking this completely as a fan.
Sure.
And like, when I look at the two characters, Broly's motivation, at least up to this point, has always been, I am the big bad Saiyan because I hate that when I was a baby, I sat next to this other baby that cried a lot.
Yeah, that's a.
And that is awful. Versus Asura, whose daughter was killed by these gods, and he was one of these gods. His daughter was killed, and now he's taking revenge on them. And it's like, I can get behind that. You know, I can understand why you would be so mad because they took your child from you. So like, that's why I think Asura's got a little more hate in him.
I don't know. Babies are pretty damn annoying. I don't know. I feel.
But
for
as
Broly.
a baby doesn't feel that way.
That's
Unless
true.
you're a smart baby. Really smart. Anyway.
So remember the name Kakarot as a newborn for
Yeah.
the rest
Well,
of your
Goku's
life?
an annoying adult, so I assume he was just
a
even worse
super
as a
annoying
baby.
baby.
Let's cast our votes then.
All right, cast your votes.
Going Asura, because
I'm going Broly.
I'm kind of, for now, leaning toward Broly, especially since the new Super movie is going to be coming out, and if he's going to be a threat to like Super Saiyan Blues and Ultra Instinct
Instinct,
oh, he definitely.
Saiyans, yeah.
super.
If he's going to be a threat to that, if he's going to give that a run for their money, then I think that might put him above Asura.
All right, 50-50. What's it gonna be, chat? Will you decide our fate for us? And it's Asura
Ooh,
by a
all right.
hair, though. 54%.
I won. Suck it,
Right.
nerds.
Right. That's right. Well, and for winning, Sam, what
Did
do
I
you
get
think?
his shirt?
Well, you do get a shirt. You get that
Buy it.
beautiful.
You get to keep
It's
that
time
shirt.
for a
There you
death
go.
battle
You get
shirt.
to keep-
But also, what do you think our community death battle should be this week?
What he said.
What
Classic
said?
Chewie.
I think Chewie said we should do Jason Todd versus Damian Wayne for the shittiest Robin because Dick Grayson is trying to give them a run for their money by dropping
Titans?
that fuck Batman in Titans. So
Like shittiest is as in like.
It's just like-
which is an asshole.
yeah, you're just like
Which is annoying.
well, not even necessarily annoying. You're just jaded and you suck to be around. Like, I don't-
So to be
You're a
clear,
party
is this like who would win in a fight?
of course, we're
between
doing
the
who
two?
would win in a
Okay.
fight, but the context of why we're matching them up is because these are the two worst
Ra's al
Robins.
Ghul.
It's Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, I mean,
He is Damian.
he is
Wayne,
Damian
essentially.
Wayne, basically. So
I guess. Like, I mean, he's just so shitty.
I know.
Yes.
Look at that.
Damian Wayne.
look at
smile.
that stupid grin. He looks like one of the band members from Gorillaz.
He's like, yeah, he does.
That's what it looked like to me. I couldn't put my finger on it at first.
Yeah, that's what's going on there. All right,
He looks
cool.
like a kid that would make fun of your like taste in music.
Yeah.
So I really don't like him already.
He looks like a kid that would make fun of
After you,
your
Damien.
because you're poor. Like,
This rich bastard. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us for this week of Death Battle Cast. Be sure to cast your vote on that new community death battle and tune in next week when we drop Jack versus Afro Samurai.
Buy these shirts.
bye.
Stay tuned for sudden death if you're a first member. We'll catch you later.